Audrey sat hunched at the corner table of the Earth colony's observation deck, her violet skin catching the soft glow of distant stars through the panoramic windows. The Christmas decorations, strings of lights, synthetic snow, and a holographic tree felt like a cruel joke. Her antennae drooped as she stared at the half-empty glass of Centauri wine before her. The blind date had been a disaster. Another human male who'd spent the entire evening asking invasive questions about her biology, whether she felt things the same way, and if her species had compatible anatomy. She'd left before dessert arrived. Stupid integration program, she muttered in her native tongue, then switched to English. Stupid hope. The colony's Christmas celebration continued around her family's laughing. Children playing with new toys, couples dancing to ancient Earth carols. Audrey had been on this human outpost for 6 months, working as a xenobiologist, trying to build bridges between her people and humanity. But moments like this made her wonder why she bothered. Excuse me. Audrey looked down. A small human girl stood beside her table, no more than 7 years old, with dark curly hair and eyes that sparkled with an innocence that transcended species. She wore a red dress with white trim, clearly meant for the holiday festivities. Yes, little one, Audrey asked, managing a smile despite her mood. Are you sad? The girl asked bluntly. Audrey's antennae twitched equivalent of a surprised blink. Yes. A little. Me too, the girl said, climbing uninvited into the chair across from Audrey. My mum died last year. Daddy says Christmas is hard now. The blunt honesty hit Audrey like a plasma blast. She'd studied human customs, knew about their peculiar attachment to biological family units, but experiencing the raw emotion was different. I'm very sorry for your loss. Thanks. The girl swung her legs, too short to reach the floor. My name is Lily. What's yours? Audrey, that's pretty. Are you an alien? Yes, I'm from Xanthus Prime, in the Kepler system. Lily's eyes widened with wonder. Wow, do you have a family on your planet? Audrey's 3-fingered hand tightened around her glass. No, my people don't. We don't form permanent pair bonds like humans. We have communities, but not families. Not like yours. Lily seemed to process this. Her small face scrunched in concentration. Then she brightened. So you're alone for Christmas too? I suppose I am. That's not fair, Lily declared with the absolute moral certainty only a child could muster. Nobody should be alone on Christmas. That's like rule number 1. Despite herself, Audrey laughed, a melodic sound that made several nearby humans turn and smile. Is it? Daddy told me. Lily leaned forward. He's over there, see? The sad one by the punch bowl. Audrey followed her pointing finger to a man in his sandy-haired and weary-eyed, mechanically filling cups for colonists who probably could have served themselves. Landon, if the name tag on his maintenance uniform was accurate. He looks tired, Audrey observed. He is. He works all the time now. Says it helps. Lily's voice dropped. But I hear him crying sometimes at night. The raw honesty squeezed something in Audrey's chest. The organ humans called a heart, though hers was positioned differently. I'm sorry, Lily, it's okay. The girl reached across the table and took Audrey's hand. The size difference was comical. Lily's small fingers barely wrapped around 2 of Audrey's 3. Can I ask you something? Of course. Can you be my new mum? The observation deck might as well have stopped spinning. Audrey froze, her antennae standing straight up in shock. What? My new mum? Lily repeated, as if it were the most logical question in the galaxy. You're alone. I'm alone. Daddy's alone. We could be alone together. That's better, right? Lily, that's not how it works. I'm not even human. I'm so. Lily's grip tightened. Daddy says what makes a family isn't what you look like. It's who chooses to stay. Who chooses to love you even when things are hard. Audrey's vision blurred. Her species didn't cry, not exactly, but the emotional response was similar. Your father sounds wise. He is, but he's also really bad at asking for help. Lily glanced back at Landon, who was now staring directly at them, frozen with obvious parental panic. I think he's scared you'll say no. No to what? To coming over for Christmas dinner. We have too much food. Daddy always makes too much 'cause he forgets it's just us now. Lily's voice cracked slightly, the first sign that her cheerful facade was just that, a facade. Please, I don't want it to be just us again. Audrey looked at this small human child who'd walked up to an alien stranger and offered something Audrey had never even known she wanted. Then she looked at Landon, who'd started walking over, clearly ready to apologize for his daughter's boldness. But in his eyes, Audrey didn't see judgment or curiosity about her biology. She saw grief, yes, but also hope. The same desperate, fragile hope she'd felt walking into that blind date tonight. Your daughter, Audrey said when Landon reached the table, has invited me to Christmas dinner. Landon's face flushed. Lily, we talked about bothering people. I'd like to accept. Audrey continued, standing to her full height, 7 feet of violet skin and crystalline antennae. If the invitation stands. Landon stared at her, then at his daughter, then back. You, ... Really? Really? Audrey smiled, and this time it reached all the way to her bioluminescent markings, which pulsed with a warm amber glow. Nobody should be alone on Christmas. That's rule number 1. Lily squealed with delight, launching herself at Audrey's legs in an embrace. And as Audrey carefully patted the child's head, meeting Landon's grateful, wondering gaze, she realized something profound. Perhaps humanity's greatest strength wasn't their technology or their resilience or their relentless expansion across the stars. Perhaps it was simply this: their infinite capacity to choose family, to choose love, regardless of biology or circumstance or reason. And perhaps, just perhaps, an alien xenobiologist from Xanthus Prime could learn to choose it too.